Hi Capricorn, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for September. I hope you guys are all well. I would like to take a quick second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Capricorn out there, so take what resonates for you and just leave the rest for someone else. Please bear in mind that in a general reading, the energies can reverse. So if it is resonating, guys, get in where you fit in. But as always, Capricorn, don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Capricorn? Capricorn. All right, Capricorn, you are starting out with the Four of Treasure. You have the King of Pearls. And you have the Tower in reverse. So Capricorn, I feel like you're holding on to someone or something. There's an energy of you being a little bit defensive in the situation, but this is somebody that you have a lot of feelings for. There's a lot of love here. You may have had a tower moment with this person and you're working to rebuild things, but you're trying to rebuild it on a solid foundation. So let's see who's in your energy. Oh, and also be careful this week, Capricorn. You could have had some sort of a financial loss that's occurred. Don't worry, because I feel like it is going to, you're going to rebuild from that. It would be in some area that you particularly love. So let me see who's in your energy. Show me who's in Capricorn's energy. Show me who's in Capricorn's energy. All right, so the person in your energy, we have the Queen of Spears, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. We have the Nine of Spears reversed, and we have the Ten of Pearls. Okay, so the person that's in your energy, I feel like this person is very defensive right now. They put up these very strong boundaries because for some reason they're perceiving danger of some sort. This would be somebody that you are kind of holding on to. I feel like this is somebody that's given up on the situation because they were feeling a lot of unhappiness in the situation. I feel like this person... you know, this situation was giving them a lot of anxiety, and they don't want to deal with the anxiety, the unhappiness here. So they've kind of like turned their back on it. They're not really willing to, or open to talking about it. They're freeing themselves from this anxiety. So let me see the energy between, show me the energy between Capricorn and this person. The Seven of Pearls. Yeah, there's confusion here. Something happened that caused a lot of confusion. Yeah, there's a lot of confusion. You both have options. I feel like you both have had options, so there could have been confusion about options. You're still holding on to their energy for some reason, but you're very guarded with them, and they're very guarded with you. So let me see what's affecting the connection. This may be somebody you've had a disagreement with. Show me what's affecting this connection. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Yeah, there's some negative karma related to this in some manner. I feel like particularly on this person's side, but possibly on yours as well. There's definitely some stuck energy here. And it's related to that confusion. Show me the outcome at the end of the week between Capricorn and this person. Page of Coral and the Sun in reverse. Interesting. So this could be communication. Some of you could be reaching out to this person to try to resolve things with them. This could also be you rebuilding with somebody new, either somebody that's much younger or somebody that is new in your energy. So we'll clarify to see that. I do feel like the person that's in your energy, if you are reaching out to this person, they're not going to see that coming. But I feel like this person is experiencing a lot of unhappiness right now. There's a lot of unhappiness in their energy related to this connection. They feel like it was stuck energy. There's a lot of confusion. And so this person's really kind of put up their boundaries, and they don't, it seems to me like they're not really open to discussion for some reason. So yeah, let's clarify that. But bottom of the deck is the moon. This is underlying energy. Now you could be dealing with a Cancer sign here, but as an underlying energy, this means that there's things here that are hidden, things that are not being revealed, things that are not out in the open. Let's clarify. Spirit-wise, the Four of Treasure here for Capricorn. All right, so we have the Four of Wands, and we have the Ace of Cups reversed. Oh, so Capricorn, are you in a marriage or another connection? Because there is something to do with a marriage or another connection is affecting this. So there's been an ending with this person. It ended with a lot of confusion. There's been an ending here, but it's being affected by another relationship of some sort, but yet you're still holding on to them. Let me see. There's something to do with stability, a desire for stability. Queen of Wands. And the Ten of Swords reversed. Yeah, you want to rebuild this. You're very attracted to this person. There's a lot of physical attraction. There's an emotional attraction. But it's stuck in a sense of betrayal. It's stuck in a sense of a painful ending. Something that ended painfully with confusion. And I'm getting the message here that you may have tried to bring this person in as a third party. You were very attracted to this person. Why is the Tower in reverse? Seven of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Yeah, so I feel like you want to talk to this person, but you're afraid that it's going to lead to conflict. I feel like you don't know if this person is open to talking to you or not. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy is very strong here. So I feel like you're defensive with this person because we have the Queen of Swords here. They're showing up as the Queen of Swords. And so you don't feel like this person wants to talk to you. You may still reach out to them anyway. I feel like this person would be somebody new, and it looks like, Capricorn, you are in another connection here. So you're very defensive about this. You're defensive about whatever caused this Tower moment. There was a Tower moment that ended this connection. And you may know that, that this person was very hurt, that they felt betrayed. I do feel like you feel this person doesn't want to talk to you. So you may reach out to them anyway and see if they're open to any kind of communication. Because I feel like you would like, you're very attracted to this person, and I feel like you would like to talk to them about whatever took place. Let's look at their energy. Why is the Queen of Spears here for the person in Capricorn's energy? Okay, so we have the Three of Coins reversed, and we have the Ace of Swords. So the reason they're defensive is because they feel like you weren't honest with them. There's some sort of a contract that may have been broken, a soul contract, a social contract, perhaps even a physical contract here. So this person has now put up their guard. They've kind of turned their back, and you're recognizing that, you're seeing that, and you'd like to repair the damage that's been done here. But I feel like this person is not communicating. It's like they're not open to communication right now. Since this connection ended, this person is saying that there's a lack of clarity here. There's a lack of honesty here. Why is the Nine of Spears reversed? Oh, this person feels like you're a player. The Chariot in reverse and the Knight of Wands reverse. Yeah, this person feels like you're a player. Yeah, they feel like things cannot move forward because of that. They feel like this is a on and off connection. And there's just a lot of stuck energy. They feel that things are just stuck. So I feel like they don't want the stress. They don't want the worry and the anxiety of it. So they're not moving forward. And there's definitely, this person has had a lack of communication. Why is the Ten of Pearls in reverse? Oh, the Empress. The Magician. And the Ace of Wands reversed. So this person definitely knows their value and their self-worth. This is somebody who definitely carries a very high energy. They're seated in the Empress energy. They're unhappy with the lack of clarity. And I see that repeatedly. They're unhappy because there's been an absolute lack of clarity. That's what ended this connection. This person may feel that this was, that you were coming in only for sexual gratification. So what they're manifesting is, you know, a relationship that will grow. They're manifesting something, because this person is very nurturing. They're manifesting clarity. And I feel like in their mind, Capricorn, I have to be honest with you, this person feels like this is done and dusted because it was causing unhappiness. It was causing anxiety, and they don't want to deal with that. This person could live at a distance from you as well. Let me see the Seven of Pearls, because I feel like there was some confusion here. And that confusion was because of options. Page of Cups reverse. Yeah, this was somebody new in your energy, and this is showing me, Capricorn, that you were involved elsewhere. Seven of Swords. This person feels like you're deceitful, that you were not telling the truth, that there was lying, cheating, stealing here. And I feel like that's why their guard has gone up. I feel like you have feelings for this person, but you kind of held those feelings back. And this person feels like you're unapologetic for anything that took place here as well. You could be still holding on to another relationship, and you may have met this person and you were just very attracted to them. Let me see why the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. Why is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse? Page of Pentacles. Eight of Cups. Yeah, this person walked away from this connection because they felt like it wasn't going anywhere and it was causing anxiety. They're viewing you, honestly, Capricorn, as a player. Now, keep in mind, if that's not fitting your energy here and you're not seeing yourself in that, you could be on this side. You know, the energies may have reversed. But I definitely see that the person on this side has walked away from this connection. They feel that they've walked away from a player. And it was just causing unhappiness. It was causing anxiety. They just didn't want to deal with it. I do feel like with the Page of Pentacles, you wanted to offer this person something, but whatever you were offering, you know, seemed to be very small. It seemed to be that you were coming towards them more in the energy of passion. Although you did have feelings, you kept those feelings to yourself. So this person is saying, no, I'm not dealing with Capricorn because Capricorn's been a player and they haven't been telling me the truth. They've been deceitful here and it's caused anxiety. They had options they didn't tell me about or they weren't truthful about. Let me see your outcome. Show me the outcome. And I feel like you're defensive with this person about how things went down. All right, so we have the Ten of Wands. We have the Two of Pentacles reversed. And we have the King of Swords. Again, air sign energy. Very strong Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, particularly Gemini and Libra. So what I'm seeing is that this is an unbalanced situation. You may be taking time away from one person in order to give time to this person, and they felt the imbalance here. They felt like what they were giving to the connection was not what you are willing to give, maybe, to the connection is not what you were willing to give to the connection. So I do feel like this person has stepped into their truth. I feel like if you do reach out to this person, they will talk to you, and they will talk to you very honestly, although you're questioning if they're even going to talk to you. I'm seeing that they will. I'm also seeing that the two of you could be very compatible together. However, there's a lot of secrets. There's a lot of things that are hidden. We even see that in the underlying energy. And I feel like this person is manifesting something that is a higher level. They don't want something that is unbalanced. They don't want something that is only about the passion. So this person is going to communicate if you reach out to them, and I feel like they will be truthful and they will be honest. This is somebody who has made a head over heart decision, though, and it's because they know their value, they know their worth, and they know that they can manifest what it is that they want in life. In your energy, I feel like you're having a hard time letting go of this person because there was such a powerful attraction. It's almost like I'm seeing, Capricorn, that you met somebody here that you just can't quite let go of. You can't quite forget, even though, you know, you may have tried to. You're still holding on to another connection, but emotionally, you're also holding on to this person. You may have caught feelings for this person and not even meant to. But I don't feel like this person's aware of your feelings. I feel like this is burdening you. You don't quite know what to do. You'd like to repair things with this person. You're feeling troubled about it. You don't know if this person will actually talk to you. They will. You fear that there's going to be conflict if you reach out to them, but it's almost like you feel compelled to do so. So I do see some of you reaching out to this person, and I feel like they will respond to you, and they will respond in a very truthful and matter-of-fact manner. But they're going to tell you this is not a balanced connection. Yeah. And I feel like whatever, like you're not even sure why it is that you feel this attraction, why you can't just let this go. So it's kind of burdening you. It's kind of, you know, burdening you. I don't feel like you expected to meet this person, and you would like to kind of repair the situation, but you don't know how either. So bottom of the deck is the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, that's that other person. There's a Queen of Pentacles involved in this. Somebody you're already in a marriage or a relationship with. So you have this secret, you know, connection, this secret desire for somebody that you're holding on to, and yet you're still holding on to this Queen of Pentacles. This is also an indication as an underlying energy. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or another Capricorn, but this is an indication here that you need to kind of step into your power here, especially with regard to things that are hidden, things that are, because I keep getting that energy, things that are hidden, things that are not on, that are not revealed, secrets. And you have to step into your power with regard to that. All right, so I'm going to pull an oracle card for you. Pulling for Capricorn. All right, it says, notice the signs. It says, yes, the signs you've been receiving are heaven sent. We drop feathers, coins, and other signs upon your path to remind you that you are loved and never done. Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. All right, I hope this has been helpful, Capricorn. If you have resonated with this reading, please hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. And until I see you in your next reading, Capricorn, know that you are loved, and namaste.